it's ready to dive into the first attack here. Lost Metagaming kicking us off here. Rainberry kicking us right off with what looks like a very interesting strategy. He's using a couple of sneaky goblins to go dive into the town hall here. And he's got golems, ice golems, rocket balloons, 7 bat spells. Doing something really interesting to start us off here as he snipes off that town hall. No big deal on that. And he'll form a funnel over on the left side. And looks like he's going with a log launcher and pushing across the base. This is a really interesting attack here, Echo.
Yeah, and we talked about that, how we may see some different strategies. And I really like the ability right here that was used by Rainberry, or not the ability, but using those sneaky goblins to get the town hall out of the way. Now not having to worry about it anymore. We've seen so many close call situations where the town hall almost doesn't go down or doesn't go down. So getting it out of the way early is smart. Now the Grand Warden made everything invincible. The log launcher's invincible. The heroes are invincible. The tanks are even invincible as they push their way into the base. But look at this, that scatter shot does finally go down. It did not go down earlier. And the troops are kind of making their way around. A couple of Golemite going to the middle of the base with that one Yeti. Let's see how far they can go. We have the guts of the attack are up in the north.
I mean, yeah, he's got most of the heroes that end up going through the wall there. The Yak Break and the King, the Queen, and the Grand Warden through the Road Champion was able to work with the log launcher troops to clear out the core of the base and take out that Inferno over there. The Queen will grab out the Sweeper and some of the Expos here. She still has a Unicorn attack. He starts the bats over on the right side, but they take a red bomb right out of the gate there, and the Dragon Riders ended up pulling it. Needs to deal with this enemy Queen still. The Dragon Riders will not attack her, neither will the Bats. So he has his Queen pop her ability, take her down. They continue swinging through, but the Bats are getting hammered here as they try to work their way through. This one looking like is going to fall a bit short as he's not going to have enough to go to that bottom corner. Needed to have the Bats survive. You need the Dragon Riders to maybe do a little bit more work there, but those red bombs pull onto the Bats here, ending this one and stopping in its tracks. He'll climb it into the mid to high 80s, and it'll be a defense to start off, giving our underdogs an opportunity early to pull ahead in this war.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, giving that opportunity, opening the door a little bit there, but with a very different strategy here. Coming in with the sneaky goblins at first was a pretty camp-intensive play. I mean, he used a lot of sneaky goblins to get in there. I mean, if I had to consider this a strategy, it was like a Dragon Rider bat attack, but with some sneaky goblins in there too. I don't even know what we would call this attack strategy. It was definitely something kind of custom, Eric.
Yeah, definitely. Kill Squad Dragon or Dragon Rider bat attack, I think, is what we'd go with there. But I mean, this Archer is going to be chipping away there, fighting against the battle, but I'm never going to get that down. It's going to time out 86%, and that's where Rainberry will close this one out. We'll see if Happy Endings can get a triple on the board here. This is a big opportunity right out of the gate here from what would be very clearly considered the underdog in this match. I mean, they got to take advantage of this here.
Well, I mean, they know they're the underdog. They know everyone believes they're the underdog. So this is a perfect time for them to just prove that they're here for a reason. And I mean, they are here for a reason. All 8 were in this event at that point in stage because they were the best. And everyone here deserves to be here, and let's see if they can take advantage. I mean, we know Lostmeta is not happy about that start. That's not what they're used to. They're used to coming out of the gate pretty strong. So I guess the big question is Happy Endings 2.0 going to be able to come in, take advantage of this, what is it, 14% deficit here if they were to come in with a triple? I know, it's early to talk percentages, but the door's open.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. But we'll see what he can do here. They typically put up 13 or 14 stars. Lost Metagaming consistently putting up really, really high scores in the wars. We got a Hydra bat attack coming in for the next one here as he... let's see, where's the splash damage on this base here? We got a little bit over in the Eagle Artillery compartment, a big open compartment. He'll start it with a couple sneaky goblins to form a funnel over on the left side of the base there. Wizard to go snipe off the mortar. The King comes down on the top mortar. He's going to wall break his Queen into the Town Hall. The CC is not covering that Town Hall compartment. So the Queen can punch in there and she can take the Town Hall with just an Ice Golem, hopefully, as long as nothing goes wrong here. He does have Ice Golem freeze up the Expos, and he will not pull the CC, which means that Queen will very likely have enough punch to do it. Otherwise, he can use the invisibility with her, and he can give her the extra support that she needs.
Yeah, he has a lot of options, and I always like that. And look at this, a Stone Slammer coming in. I love the Stone Slammer. It's an underused siege unit, in my opinion. And now look at this Grand Warden going into the base with literally every single troop. They're all in there with the Grand Warden's ability, which was not yet used, just the aura was there. There we go, there's the Grand Warden's ability. The Queen does get through that Town Hall, and they're pushing through the center of the base. You do have those super minions, though, that are doing a bit of damage. They get taken down. That poison definitely at least slowed them down. And the Dragon and Dragon Rider are trying to push their way around the left side of the base, while the majority of the troops, Eric, are in the core, going to be making their way around, but things could get a little spread out here.
And he's got the Road Champion joining on the left side. She can start to collapse in the defenses there, meet him at the backside there, but that air defense on the backside definitely going to cause some problems here as they're getting softened up by the Multi-Inferno. He starts to bats in over on the right, going to bomb out that Inferno there. They'll spread out from there. No splash damage other than this Multi-Inferno, but the Road Champion is on her way to it, and she's going to have enough force to take it down. That means he's just facing the clock, but look how much time he has, Echo. He's got an eternity to clean up this base, and he should be able to go all the way through. The Bats survive, the Warden survives, the RC survives. He's got Dragons and Dragon Riders over on the right side. It looks like happy endings will start this war in the lead, as they will easily rack up the rest of these buildings here and lock in their first triple here. That is a big start here for Underdog in this match, and they could be in a position here to take down Lostmeta Gaming, who's been one of the winningest teams in the entire ESL Mobile Challenge season.
Yeah, you're completely right. And what they did right now is they put Lost Metagaming on their heels, which is something that they have not really felt before throughout this. They've never really gone out of the gate and been in this much of a deficit. So this is not a position that they're used to being in. Doesn't mean they're not comfortable with it, because obviously these are veteran players. They're very good. They're used to being in situations like this, but they haven't felt it here. So wow. Happy Endings 2.0 fans are very happy right now, excited, as are the players, because that's exactly the start they needed, and that's exactly the opportunity that they need to be given by Lost Metagaming, just kind of making those mistakes in that first attack. But it's early on. We have 4 more attacks from each of these teams, so things can go in any direction, but Happy Endings 2.0 is holding those reins, and it's really in their control.
And it is a game of consistency here. You not only need to win, but you need to win a lot. You gotta win a lot. You gotta be consistently getting those triples across so many wars, because they've had to play through an enormous amount of wars to reach this point in their season. Looks like he'll come in with the King and a couple Sneak Goblins to form funnels there. Looks like he's funneling in the King to go into the Eagle Artillery. He's going in with the Queen in through the top corner of the base there. After that, Multi-Inferno and the Queen, and he's got a Drag Bat once again. We saw the Drag Bat was one of the most used strategies in the entire ESL Mobile Challenge. And it's a really strong attack here. It's incredibly strong. It's relatively easy to use. So when you don't have to make an attack complicated, you definitely shouldn't. And these pros know that. That's why they are here, and that's why they have got so many wins and get so many triples as it is. So his Queen wasn't picking up enemy Queen, got out that Multi-Inferno. The King is going to grab out the Eagle Artillery. The funnel is solid here, Echo. He's got a strong push. He just needs to get that blimp to the Town Hall, and he should be in a really good spot.
Yeah, actually, that Queen just took down, I think, that bomb tower just in time with her last shot, which kept that funnel going nicely. No dragons are pulled to the outside. There's the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability, allowing that blimp to get its way all the way over to the Town Hall. And let's see how safe this is. Rage spell on top. We have balloons and a dragon inside, Dragon Rider inside there. Dragon Rider's going to take down a few defenses before eating that black bomb just going down right there, but there are about 7 or 8 dragons left. Champion's going to be making a way around. Now, remember, bats. I feel like we're seeing bats in every attack so far. Is there enough here with only 3 free spells for the bats to clean up the rest of this base? This Champion's going to shut down that splash damage in the Wizard Tower. And all I'm seeing left for splash damage is 1 Wizard Tower.
Yeah, he's looking really good here. If he can take out that scatter shot and that Wizard Tower, which he seems to have completely under control here. He's got the freezes. He can use that additional freeze to get his way through the test farm, but it looks like he's going to completely overwhelm it here. Fence post looking good to lock in the triple here for Lost Metagaming, and then he's going to force Happy Endings to be consistent, continue to perform, continue to get those triples if they want to maintain the early lead that they've earned, and this is definitely going to make things exciting here But look at this. No, the bats are going to take a red bomb, and they're chasing it. Can they get away?
It's going to go.
What if they get away? They're going all the way to stars, but the dragons are still going to clean up. It's not going to stop the attack, but it's funny to see those red bombs chasing the bats from there. They'll take down the entire pack, and the dragons will clean it up here, Echo.
That was actually a little bit of fun to watch right there. But I'll tell you, you gave your words of wisdom here, and if Happy Endings 2.0 takes your words of wisdom, then they should be okay. And those words were win a lot. If you win a lot, then your chances of being victorious. Right. Those are my old school ones there. So we got a nice return right there for Lost Metagaming coming in with that triple, which is now, if Happy Endings 2.0 wants to maintain the star lead, they're going to need to triple. And if Lost Meta can keep putting that pressure from behind, they're going to be in a decent position. So it's up to Happy Endings 2.0 right now to see if they can pull in another triple, or if they're going to fall down on stars, then we're going to be playing a percentage game.
Right, and Lost Metagaming definitely has a lot more competitive experience. Happy Endings, a newcomer to the scene here, and Lost Metagaming's been on these big stages before. They've been in the ESL Mobile Challenge or Mobile Open finals in previous seasons, and they definitely know what they're doing here. They can handle the pressure. We got Shadow coming in from Happy Endings, and I mean, this is a Dragon Rider attack here. We see the Dragon Rider with the Queen Charge. It's the most used attack in Clash of Clans esports at the moment across pretty much every league of play. And he'll start right in with the King to go in after the Queen and that scatter shot. And then his Queen will charge into the Multi-Inferno, where she can go with an additional wall where it looks like at the bomb tower there, and continue on into the Town Hall. That should set this up very, very nicely. And let's see if he can keep this Queen Charge under control.
Yeah, you know, I love Queen Charge Dragon Rider attacks because it really shows the skill of some of these veteran players. Being able to control that Queen Charge and get the value that you need to get out of it, because, you know, investing 5 healers is quite a lot. You better keep that Queen alive and have her take down a large percentage of the base. Right now, investing that Rage spell is perfect on the Queen, on those healers. Poison spell and a freeze spell on the Clan Castle troops, because you don't want those headhunters getting to the Queen, and she's now getting there inside of the base. There's a super wall breaker going to come on in here, allow the Queen to get on through and get into that Town Hall compartment as well. Going to be able to secure that 1 star by taking down the Town Hall before the Dragon Riders are going to be sent on in to clean up the rest. So what we're looking at here is one scatter shot was taken down. The Eagle is still up, and 1 scatter is still up. So not too much for the rest of this attack to deal with. Let's see if Happy Endings 2.0, or I should say Shadow, can get it done.
It's interesting that he decided to come in through the bottom of the base here, because then he would have his headhunters there engage the enemy king before they could go to the Royal Champions. So the enemy Royal Champion on the backside definitely going to be a major factor here. And if he went in the top corner there, he potentially could have made so that the Queen was forced towards the core of the base, but he gets a Dragon Rider into the core Multi-Inferno, was able to take it down. It's going to be whether he can deal with this enemy Royal Champion or not as the biggest factor, whether this succeeds or fails. Looking pretty good overall. The enemy Royal Champion is engaged by his Royal Champion, was able to take her down with his Royal Champion, and even survived her through the enemy king. Looking good here, and Happy Endings will keep the pressure on to Lost Metagaming, racking in another triple here, and this one is absolutely crushed. A beautiful Queen Charge, well handled with the enemy heroes there, and was able to keep his Royal Champion alive all the way to the end. Work on the cleanup here. He's absolutely smashed it, even with swag and a ton of time to spare. This is crushed here, Echo.
Being able to swag your spells at such an important event, that says something. That attack went really well right there for him. So we had enough confidence to just loop the spell on the outside. No need for it all. A beautiful attack on the back of what to me was a really gorgeous Queen Charge, which is really what kind of led this thing to that 3 star. So flawless so far. Happy Endings 2.0 with 2 triples, while Lost Metagaming is trailing by 1 star and by about 7% as well. So before we get into that middle of the war, I wonder what Lost Metagaming is saying right now. Just got to continue pulling in those triples and hope that Happy Endings 2.0 slips up at some point, because so far they're looking fresh.
Both of these teams average really, really high misses even when they do fail, so that 80s percentage there on that miss could hold them back a little bit. They're both still looking like if they can continue these 3 stars, they should be able to maintain at least a 90% in the overall percentage. So we'll see how it all plays out here. But we got Caesar coming in, And he's got a Pekka Smash. Pekka Smash going heavy on the Pekkas as well. A lot of times we see the Pekka Smash used with sometimes 2 or 3 Pekkas, but 5 is really, really heavy, sacrificing the witches that would normally run on the flank there. And he's going to Warden walk out a single Inferno, which can cost him a few extra spells there. He's going to have to invest a freeze and a rage into it to take it down. The Warden not taking a direct path into it, swinging to the outside, so it costs him a little time here, and that could hurt him as he definitely needs a triple here to catch his team back up.
Yeah, he definitely does. And you said that he had to use that spell investment, which he's using right now, but it obviously was necessary and part of his plan. So I'm feeling okay about it because it was planned for, and he you know, obviously knows where everything else is going to go throughout the rest of the attack if all goes as planned. Now, we need those healers to kind of get on there with those Pekkas as well and not just stay behind. We want those Pekkas to stay alive. Grand Warden, is he going to use his ability on that Blimp? I think he's going to get it right there towards the tail end. Blimp's going to eat a Black Bomb, fight the Sweeper a little bit, but the question is what's lying right there in that gap? Tornado Trap, but everything's looking okay. Should be all right to drop on in and get some work done. The Pekkas are making their way around the base. The poison spells on top of those super minions. Those super minions could drop a lot of damage on those healers if not taken down pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're deterred on the healers right now. They're slow to get to them. The Queen is not pathing in. She's kind of in a little tiny channel there as the jump opened up access for that, which she was able to reach out and help out the King as the King went into that right-hand compartment and then wall broke out of it. That was really clever there to get the King to continue to pick up value. The Pekka's going to the backside. His Royal Champion in the backside to deal with the scatter shot. His Queen survived in the middle, but all the healers are down. The Queen will slowly get topped off here. She has her ability. She has her Unicorn still intact there. There's slowly healing up here. The Royal Champion can go clear at this bottom of the base here. Then he's in a pretty good spot. He has the freeze if he needs it. And the last, he's still providing tanking. Just mainly needs the Queen to clear out this top corner. And with her ability, she should be able to do that. Royal Champion barely goes down there. I wonder if he should have froze that. That may cost him. We'll see if the Queen can come back and pick it up there. That jump is still active, so she can still take her way through the middle of the base, and if she gets through it in time before it fades there, then she's in a pretty good spot. He's got the freeze, he can protect her. It looks like a triple here. Caesar from Lostmeta will hand the pressure right back over to Happy Endings to try to continue the 3-star streak, but this is one great way to kick off this war as Happy Endings tries to fight this top-tier team.
Wow, I mean, that was pretty crazy. He lost all of his healers in the middle of the attack, right in the middle of the base. All those healers were taken off by the defensive CC, but the Queen, again, was clutch, getting topped off by the Unicorn, being able to take those jump spells, which I also was nervous that they were going to fade away. If they would have had a hard time popping through that wall to take down those final few defenses, but the jump was still there. Time was cool, and Queen was able to jump on in and clean up the rest. Really nice attack. I mean, the third most popular strategy used throughout all these events, and one of the lower percentages, but we know that Caesar can get it done with that strategy. We've seen him use it before. He feels pretty confident with it as well. So like you said, the pressure again is on Happy Endings 2.0. If they 3-star out of this entire war, well, then it's not going to be as big of a problem for them. But if they have a 2-star, again, we're going to be worrying about that percentage. So we have right now Tiggy coming on in with the drag, or Hydra, you're calling it. Hydra bat, but we'll call it probably a drag bat.
Yep. He's got the 6 dragons with the dragon riders there. He's got 6 bats, and he went heavy on the freezes. A lot of times we see people use 2 rages, one for the dragons on their initial entry, another one for a blimp to snipe off the town hall, and then this one only is going to bring in 1 rage there, so I wonder if he tries to lock up the town hall with a freeze instead when he goes to snipe it off. But it looks like he'll funnel out the heroes and push them into the Eagle Artillery to kick us off here, or at least the King. The King seems to be going in by himself there with the Ice Golem. No, he does deploy the Queen with it, but the Queen will get pushed into the base there. I wasn't sure if she's going to end up walking and going south there, but the dragons will cut off her pathing and drive her into the base. Looking pretty good here. We'll need to get this enemy Queen down early. Pops an early Warden ability there, and is not going to be around to protect the blimp. There's this rage. I'm a little bit worried about the blimp making it to the town hall and still having enough punch to take it down. It might be sneaky goblins inside, so we'll see what comes out of that blimp there and see what his plan is exactly for this town hall. But I mean, if that town hall goes down, he's in a really good spot here, Echo.
Yeah, I think that Tingy was worried about that scatter shot. He's going to be taking a lot of damage, those dragons and balloons were, so he went in early with the and right now, half of this path was already cleared by the dragons and dragon riders, so the blimp is fairly safe getting along there. It's not like he's going through uncharted territory. I mean, the blimp hasn't even been touched yet. So here we go, dropping right on in. He's going to have those sneaky goblins taking it down. The champions assisting as well. Now the bats are being dropped in. This is looking dominant right now. 2 more freeze spells left. No more splash damage left. Just an air defense. Now, if those bats stay out of that poison from the clan castle, which they will, they should have an easy way around this base. Plus the queen with her ability left. Eric, this was a gorgeous attack. Really well planned. And I actually like the early use of the... I actually like the early use of the... this time. Of the Grand Warden's ability. It kept a lot more of the dragons and dragon riders alive because they didn't have to take that slamming from the scatter.
Yeah, very, very, very patient. He's kind of lucky he didn't run into a lava head. He ran into a damage CC with the headhunters and the super minions, his heroes, and the sneaky goblins all went inside that CC range, but he was able to deal with the CC perfectly. It was the proper CC to use this attack against. He absolutely crushed it, and happy ending, staying perfect, 3 for 3, taking this Lostmeta Gaming team for a loop here. This is a crazy war here for our underdog team to put this much pressure onto Lostmeta Gaming, who has been completely dominant the entire season through, but they're still hanging in there strong. Still have 2 triples, still have a decently high percentage 2-star. They're not out of this by any means, but I mean, Happy Endings has got to be feeling the spot that they're in right now.
Everyone loves a good underdog story. Let's bring back Inverum, and I wonder if Happy Endings is going to be able to finish off that underdog story. Inverum, come on back in here and let's chat about that. I mean, flawless attacks from Happy Endings 2.0.
I mean, nearly a flawless war. 5 out of the 6 attacks we've seen so far have been triples. I mean, that says a lot about the level of competition that we're at right now. And I think this really touches back to this idea that you can put all the statistics in the world, you know, up there. You can analyze them until you're blue in the face. But on the day when your back's against the wall, when push comes to shove, any one of these teams can step up. There's a reason they made it here in the first place, and it's because they have that clutch factor. And I love the fact that right now it's our underdogs, quote unquote, at least on paper, putting the pressure on their opponents. And I think this just goes to show anyone's game at anyone's time, but they've got to be able to keep this up because they're only one tiny slip up away from having this all tumble back down the other way. We'll see as we get into the rest of these attacks. Echo, Eric, let's just go.
Let's see if they have the clutch factor. I like that. And right now we have Stay Away from Lostmeta Gaming coming in with a Queen Charge Dragon Rider attack. Again, one of the more popular ones that we've seen. We have that blimp coming on in nice and early. The balloon was there to kind of lead the way, eating the bomb, and going to be taking down that scatter shot, cutting down that left-hand side of the base. Going to be trying to do a little bit of work there, but not doing anything to the Queen whatsoever. She's still standing, and now the offensive Queen is going to walk her way casually down towards the southern portion of the base.
Got the king out in front of her, providing a little bit of a funnel. He's going to look like he'll wall break her into the multi in front of the king. Is kind of veering towards that funnel there. He's going to end up ducking to the base. That could cause some problems because he didn't finish clearing out ahead, but if he can at least get that multi in front down, the queen can go clear out the bottom of the base there. He left up that enemy king, left up the Grand Warden, a lot of missed buildings in the bottom that the king was supposed to deal with, and I'm curious to see how he handles that now. He does have the queen into that big open compartment, and he can work his way to the middle base there. If he puts the jump down to give him access only to the town hall compartment, he can force the queen in there, and he can definitely recover this. He drops in the road champ at the bottom there, but he will need to deal with the enemy king. He's already waking up a little bit. He sends in a couple headhunters. The Lassie can assist there, and does he do anything to preserve her HP? No, he's just letting her go there. The headhunter will slow that king down, and the RC will go to an early ability there, but she does clear the defenses and get forced right into the multi-inferno. She can continue from there into the air defense there, and if she can pick at least one of those major defenses up there, pick up that air defense, it'll help out the Dragon Riders immensely as they push their way through, and the queen was able to take the town hall. Even though the king didn't go exactly where he wanted her to path, she's still looking really, really good there, and he kept good control of his queen.
And Eric, that champion is still going. The champion that almost died to the king all the way down the bottom of the base is still making her way up top. She's going to be going down soon. But I'll be honest, Stay Away got some good value out of that champion. The queen is also getting that value, making her way completely clearing out the core of the base. Things did go a little bit wrong with the king, but he very well recovered from it. And there's enough Dragon Riders to clean out what's left here, being supported by that Grand Warden, who's, I think the owl actually ate the bomb right there. I want to see this Eagle Artillery go down. Looks like it's going to from the Dragon Riders and from that Grand Warden. Only 38 seconds left. A lot of minions cleaning up from behind. Queen's ability, I want to see that get popped around the 30-second mark. There is an invisibility spell. There's a couple of troops for cleaning up in the composition as well. It looks like we have a triple right here from Stay Away, out of Lost Metagaming, not making this easy for Happy Endings 2.0, just making them have to continue 3-starring to maintain that lead, which is pressure. It's pressure in a different way, but it's still pressure.
Yeah, definitely. It's pressure from behind here. They're chasing hard. They're right on their tail. They just need to force a mistake here. Let that pressure build. Let the psychology of the attacker get into his head there. Get into his head. Show him that you're not going to give up. You're going to keep on tripling. You're going to keep forcing them to triple. And, I mean, I also got to point out the 200 IQ Queen there that attacked the perfect ball to get him into access to the last couple of defenses there. That was a little bit of a lucky play there. I think he would have got it either way with that Queen ability. Absolutely smashing it here. Lost Metagaming going to keep the pressure on to Happy Endings, and here we go. Happy Endings ready to go into their 4th attack. Indy with the Queen Charge Dragons. No Dragon Riders in this one. This is we don't see a lot of Queen Charge Dragons without the Dragon Riders here, so I'm kind of interested to see how he performs this, but he'll start a funnel, go in with the early blimp here. He's not doing a blizzard. Looks like he's doing a Yeti blimp, and he'll aim for the very corner of that compartment. Does he land inside of it? Yes, he does. He got the crash damage onto the arch tower. No, he landed... Oh, no, that's not good. He landed inside of the arch tower compartment. He did not want to land there, but he does get the scatter shot down. He's okay. He's okay. It wasn't ideal. He didn't get the Road Champion out of it. He would have liked the Road Champion, but the Yetis were inside of the arch tower compartment and attacking the wall to try to get to her, and so the Yeti might had to do the work there. He's still got it under control here, and he can work with that value. Here comes a Queen Charge into the Town Hall with a wall break to go in and a Wizard on the outside to start to form the funnel. He's not looking too bad here, Echo, but it was a scary moment right there as that blimp landed right on the opposite side of the wall from where he needed her to.
Yeah, it definitely was a scary moment, but to be honest, it recovered itself pretty nicely. You gotta love that you have that little leeway when you're using the Yetis, because they have the Yetimite that'll just hop onto the defense. If the scatter shot didn't go down, that'd be a big problem. But right now, we're going to see what kind of value this Queen can get. She has access to this massive compartment that once held the Town Hall. She will be able to clear out that champion that was supposed to get taken down with the blimp. So I think that everything's going to be recovered really nicely here. The Rage Spell is going to keep that Queen and those healers going nicely. The Queen is going to be dealing with the King. Okay, nice job with the use of the freeze spell here. And the Dragons are now all coming in from down south. The King has been set to just narrow down the base a little bit, set a little bit more of a funnel, and the Grand Warden, the Owl, Balloons, and Dragons are going to push what's left of this base, which, to be honest, is a lot of base left here. The center compartment has yet to be cleaned out, and the Queen is going to try to do that. The jump spell's been set, and she's taking a lot of fire right now, though, Eric. She goes down!
Oh, no. He will get the transfer of the healers over. He hasn't deployed his Road Champion. They're going after his King right now to try to go heal him up. He needs to deploy his Road Champion on the bottom left edge of the base there to start to collapse in. He puts her on the top. I don't know if that's the right choice here. He could have maybe got the healers to transfer over and saved the healer value there, but he sends it in the top, and this air defense, and he's picking off Dragons. He needs additional support where he had the cross tanking, and he's not going to get this, Echo. It's going to grind to a halt. He'll leave that Eagle Artillery up to the very end. It's going to continue beating down. He still has the Road Champion. All the Dragons get shot down, and here goes the Warden, the RC, trying to save life as long as she can here. He needs to get it to that 86% to be able to match the miss there from Lost Metagaming, but this could swing the war right here. He's climbed up, and he will get it to 86%, 87%, and he'll gain the lead here. That's
86 right there.
Is he exactly tied. What?
No. Oh my goodness. Exactly tied.
All right. It's a shootout for the final attackers. Here we go. This is wild.
Now, I have to say, if it does end with each of them 3-starring, and it's exact on stars and on percentage, we have to go, I believe it's to time, to see how long and who got those done the quickest. And we have not seen this happen in a very long time here in the ESL Mobile Open or the ESL Mobile Challenge. So, man, Talk about keeping a tight war right here. What Lost
Right.
Meta needs to do is come in with a triple. And if they do, Happy Endings need to come in with a triple. And they have to just hope that one of them did them faster than the other one. But wow, talk about excitement right now.
Yeah, it's just going to be a shootout between the last two attackers. It's whoever performs better here. And if, like you said, if it comes down to both of them tripling, then it's time. Time will be the tiebreaker here. But here we go. Halo Blade coming in from Lost Metagaming. We've got ourselves a Hydra bat attack. This has been one of their most used strategies across the entire season here. They're extraordinarily good with it, and it looks like he'll use the king to tank out the arch tower on the corner there while a wizard sneaks in, forms the funnel for the queen. The queen should follow the king here. He's got a little bit of tanking there, maybe not a lot of tanking there, but he does have a couple balloons coming in just past them to go take out a test of the pop there. He'll grab out this scatter shot, push all the way to the CC pole there, and did he get that queen down? No, the queen was attacking the king over the wall, so he tried to get to her, but ended up locking onto the wall there and going down. The queen under heavy fire here while she fights off the lava hounds and the headhunters, and that's gonna make her go down relatively quickly. I want to see how he deals with the rest of the CC. He'll just send in the dragons and use the heroes as that funnel there. It's interesting that he didn't run the dragons and the heroes in parallel. Normally when we see this, we see them run in parallel if they're going to be moving the same direction down the base. So we'll see if this can pan out for him here. But I mean, he has to get this blimp to cross through and take the town hall, and we'll see how much value you can get out of the bats here.
I wanted to see the queen get a little bit more value, but that lava hound definitely tied her up longer than Halo Blade was hoping for. Wondering if it's going to be able to have enough push into the base. There are a good number of dragons and dragon riders, though, right now. Storming that scatter shot, that Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability is going to be used at a perfect time as well. Let's see it clipped right here. There we go. Perfect. Nicely done. So now that scatter shot's going to do no damage to any of those dragons. The blimp on top of the town hall, going to be taking it down with all balloons in there as well. No dragons whatsoever, but there is that queen. Dragons are going to be on top of the queen. Where is that champion? I lost track of her, but I do see the bats being dropped with the freeze spell up top. Another freeze being dropped as well, because you got to make sure that multi does not do any damage to those bats. Bats are on top of the wizard tower. There are no more splash damage defenses left in this base, Eric. There's 2 dragon riders. There's a grand warden. This is going to be a 3-star unless something drastic happens right now. What a nice attack by Halo Blade 27 out of Lost Metagaming. It's just about cleaning everything up. And I believe that there is enough time, and I believe that there's enough troops to get it done. Now the bats are stuck on a storage. I want to see them I just want them to quickly get around the base. You know, it's about consistency. Just 3-star a lot.
Yeah, I see into that Dark Elixir storage. Usually those Dark Elixir storages and the other storages take about 10 seconds to work his way through, but he's got plenty of time as long as the bats don't hit a red bomb. Pulled by one of the Dragon Riders, he's in a really, really good spot here, and this is what they needed. They were playing from behind the entire war. They finally tied it up, and then they clutched the triple. They got that clutch factor. But now it's time to see if it's enough here. Happy Endings is gonna have to match it, and I don't know what the exact average attack time here is, but I mean, if it ends up coming down to that, we'll take a peek and we'll see exactly who ultimately is going to win this war and move on to our finals.
I mean, it comes down to this attack, but then even if it's a triple, it comes down to more than that, because we have to check the books and check the time. So Happy Endings has no option but 3-star and then cross their fingers. I mean, I'm trying to think back on these attacks if there were any that just timed out. I think there was one from Happy Endings 2.0. I'm not sure. I can't make predictions on that, but it looks like right now, what do we have on this attack? Is this just a Queen Charge Dragon Rider attack with quite a few troops to complement it along the way?
So if you remember back to the very, very, very first attack, the one that Lost Meta missed, they had an archer that was fighting the battle builder that I pointed out at the end there, and it timed all the way out to 0 while the archer chipped away, and that could have potentially cost him some time there that could play a major factor. I mean, they probably have already calculated the time. They know exactly what they need to get, but first they need a triple. First and foremost, they have to triple. Coming in with a Queen Charge Dragon Rider, must be fairly confident that he can finish this fast enough to be able to take the win here. Send in the Queen to, where's she going? She's going to go to the top side, or is she going to go over to the bomb tower? She's going to go to the top side, and then he can wall break her into the Multi-Inferno. Everything looking nice and clean for the start here. He's a little bit late on that wall break, but he does get it. The healer's getting targeted a little bit there. He does catch the Black Mines with the balloons. Everything's still looking nice and clean here. He just needs to get through the enemy queen. He'll pop his ability and see if he can get that Multi-Inferno down without having to burn a freeze, and he does. His healers are fairly low HP, but he's got rocket balloons out of the CC!
Oh!
He freezes
great.
it. Okay. He's
Wow.
okay. He's okay, but his poison was not on the super minions. He has to burn an additional freeze to get through the super minions because he did try to poison up the rocket balloons, which you can't really do that. It doesn't actually take them down fast enough and slow them enough. You have to freeze them. It's the only way to stop it and save your queen, and she can die through her ability, which she didn't even have at that point. He's taking a lot of damage here to his healers, losing them fast. All of them.
They're all gone.
He's not passing the town hall. Oh my gosh, is this gonna go through, Echo?
I don't know. I mean, it's
town hall.
It's all or nothing right now. That's his mentality. So he has to triple, so he could be a little like I was saying. Dragon Rider's coming in from the opposite side of the base. Doesn't matter if he 1 stars or 2 stars, because all he needs is that 3 stars. So maybe worry a little bit less about the town hall right now and just worry about pulling in the entire triple. But Eric, you made a great. Here he comes with the blimp. So there goes my whole discussion.
Yeah.
You made a great point before about that archer. When in Clash of Clans would it be better to end your attack prematurely than to let it wait until the last seconds? If it comes down to that, that could have been the very time that we always say, you know, just let your attack finish out. Who expects it to come down to time? But I'm not sure, Eric. There are a lot of those balloons beating down on those Dragon Riders. I only see 2 Dragon Riders up, Multi-Inferno. There's an air defense, Grand Warden that's going to be chipping away at them. Invisibility spell keeps them alive a little bit. I don't know if there's going to be enough. It's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close. Time, 33 seconds.
Not the time, I think. I think he does have the time. That wizard working on the backside. He's got the minions. The Dragon Rider's going to pick off the cannon. The wizard can step up and pick up that air defense there. It locks onto it immediately. It's going for it. The warden helping out. The Dragon Rider's pushing through. It's going to go through. As long as he can clear out that bottom corner, he's got a minion down there. The wizard is breaking down there. The minions, everything collapsed in the bottom corner. Is going to go really long here. But I think he's got the triple.
I think he does too.
Wait.
2, 1. Oh my God! 99% 2-star. What? This war could not have been close. I guess it could have been closer with time, but my God. He needed another fraction of a second. This war is going to Lost Metagaming on a half of a second. Congratulations, Lost Metagaming. That was a battle. My goodness. I swore that camp was going to go down, but there just was not enough time. 97.2, 14 stars for Lost